Tonight, a big approval. The FDA signs off on a coronavirus vaccine. We could start seeing a rollout. Plus, remembering a hero. The wife of a pilot who died during a training mission over the UP remembers her late husband. And the Fauci effect, why the nation's top infectious disease doctor could be inspiring the next generation of healthcare workers.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us tonight. The FDA gave emergency use authorization to Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine, the first vaccine in the U.S. to be approved in the battle against the pandemic. The major step authorizes the shipping of nearly 3 million freezing cold vials of Pfizer's vaccine to more than 600 American sites. The vaccine comes after more than 294,000 people nationwide have died from COVID-19. That's more American deaths than in all of World War II. CBS News correspondent Chris Martinez has more from Los Angeles.
The FDA has approved Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. The drug maker is sending the first doses to hospitals and pharmacies around the country. The shipments contain enough vaccines to immunize roughly 3 million people. UPS says it has already started shipping vaccine kits with supplies like syringes. The next step is transporting the vaccine itself and making sure it stays at the required extreme cold temperature until it's delivered to hospitals.
Other times, we've had freezers or refrigerators that don't work. We can replace the drug. In this case, we can't.
With the nation fighting another COVID-19 wave, President-elect Joe Biden expressed optimism.
We'll have a national coordinated strategy that will beat this virus. As tough as things are now, I firmly believe better days are ahead.
This week, daily coronavirus deaths topped 3,000 in the U.S. for the first time since the pandemic began.
As physicians, we've been trained to help people, and it's really hard right now to feel helpless.
From the West Coast to the East, cities and states are imposing tough new restrictions. Starting Monday, indoor dining will be banned again in New York City, another hit to struggling restaurants.
We said that we would watch it. If the hospital rate didn't stabilize, we would close indoor dining. It has not.
In Lansing, Michigan, parents, students, and coaches demanded high school sports restart across the state.
A senior Trump administration official tells CBS News that White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows called FDA Commissioner Dr. Stephen Hahn on Friday and told him to approve the Pfizer vaccine or consider resigning. In a statement, Hahn called reports of the phone call with Meadows, quote, an untrue representation. Closer to home today, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and state health officials held a news conference saying Minnesota is not out of the woods when it comes to the fight against COVID-19. Aaron Hazanzada shares their take on how we are doing just 1 week before the latest restrictions are set to expire.
Now, the question still out there is, what did Thanksgiving do? And at this time, Minnesotans, I think it looks like so many of you made those hard decisions and you did the Zoom Thanksgiving and you talked from a distance. It looks like we're making a difference.
So far, the data shows Governor Tim Walz that many Minnesotans followed the guidance and avoided Thanksgiving gatherings. 3 weeks into his 4-week pause on things like dining in restaurants, the governor says he knows people are tired of restrictions, but adds that it's important to remember why we're doing it, to help relieve the pressure on doctors like Dr. Peter Bornstein.
But there was another sound I heard, crying. Now, he wasn't crying. He had a tube down his throat. He couldn't say anything. And it wasn't just crying. It was sobbing. I realized that there was an iPad on a stand at the height of his bed. And on the iPad was a young woman watching her father, and she was crying.
Whether it was because of added state restrictions or Minnesotans changing their own behaviors, the governor says it looks like we're coming over the top of our latest peak, but that he needs more time to see if this progress holds up before he makes a decision about his expiring restrictions.
I think we're going to need a little bit more time to get this right. We're working with an awful lot of folks to try and gather that data.
With that decision coming next week, some restaurants and bars in Minnesota have opened anyway, defying the order. This is the governor's message to those opening their doors.
We've seen in these first 3 weeks, as I said, I think some significant change, and I want to be very clear about that.
There is also an effort in Minnesota to reopen gyms across the state after a 30-day pause. A group of House Republicans sent a letter to Governor Tim Walz urging him to reopen gyms and fitness centers. The letter states they share a common goal of keeping Minnesotans safe, but the data does not support keeping the facilities closed. State Representative Barb Haley presented a data-driven argument to reopen gyms. She and others are using information compiled by the Minnesota Department of Health. She believes the numbers and other statistics prove gyms are not super spreaders for COVID. One statistic she considers very telling is in regards to YMCAs.
In August, there were 24 traced to gyms, September 20, October 4, and November 0. So that's the first kind of starting point of then why were gyms highlighted to be closed?
We've lost about 30 to 50% of our revenue from what we expected, and we're only a 2-year-old business, so we were in big-time growth mode.
Walz is expected to address the latest round of restrictions again on Monday. Dozens of new jobs are coming to the Northland. Minnesota Diversified Industries, a plastic conversion manufacturer, announced they're adding a new machine to its Grand Rapids facility. It will create room to hire 70 to 80 new employees within the next 10 years. The new machine will enable MDI to produce up to 5 million plastic sheets per year. The first year, MDI will add 20 new jobs, 5 in Grand Rapids and the rest in Cohasset.
It's great. I mean, we're in the long-term game, and those are the jobs that we can provide long-term, and we're going to grow. And as I said, we're saying 80 jobs over 10 years. I'm hoping that it'll be half that time.
The machine cost $2.9 million. Funding was provided by the IRRB and other organizations. All right, now we get to check on the weather. Dave, you're finally tracking the threat for some snow for some of us.
Yeah, our odds have picked up slightly over the last couple of days. It still looks fairly dismal if you're a real hardcore snow fan, but now we have a slightly better chance of getting a little bit here, at least around the region. So 3 shots coming for the next 2 days. Looking at the upper Midwest, there's that bigger low pressure system missing us to the south for the most part, but it will create the proper winds over the lake to maybe kick up some lake influence flurries on the North Shore tonight, and then the South Shore tomorrow. And riding along the Canadian border on Sunday will be an Alberta clipper that could bring a bit of snow then into Monday morning before that high pressure cell cools us down to cooler than normal conditions. How much snow? Again, it's going to be very light. Maybe a ½ inch in Ashland on Saturday, and then moving on through Sunday into Monday morning. Maybe close to an inch around International Falls, but it should at least whiten up the ground a little bit. If not, give us anything to get out and play with. Anything bigger coming for the rest of the week? Well, we have the 7-day forecast in hand, and I'll tell you about it in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Tonight, we're hearing from the wife of the pilot who died in a plane crash earlier this week. Captain Durwood Hawk Jones was killed during a training mission Tuesday night in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Tonight, a vigil was held to remember his life in Wisconsin. He was stationed out of the 115th Fighter Wing in the Badger State. Captain Jones leaves behind not only a wife, but a 2-month-old son and a 2-year-old son. Friends remembered him as a well-liked family man. His wife, Corrine, said a few words about what the past week has been like for her.
Since this happened, everything comes in waves. And it's the support of everybody here, everybody that can't be here, that is just helping me relight my candle.
The crash is still under investigation and will cover pre-flight activities, maintenance, aircraft integrity, and pilot briefing. In the midst of the pandemic, medical schools across the country are seeing a big jump in applicants. Applications for the U of M Medical School's Duluth campus are up 77%. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo explains what's inspiring people to apply.
Shane Johansson is a medical assistant and EMT. He first applied to medical school 2 years ago, but didn't get accepted. Instead, he worked closely with COVID patients and saw the need caused by the pandemic.
This is the time to do it. This is what I want to do, and I want to become a doctor.
Johansson decided to reapply to medical school. Weeks ago, he found out he's been accepted, and he's not the only one applying.
They see all over the media, they say, hey, we need doctors, we need nurses, we need physician assistants, we need all these different aspects, and it really just makes people know that this is the time to do it. This is when we need it the most.
Dr. Kendra Nordgren, Assistant Dean for Admissions at the Duluth campus's medical school, says the attention on healthcare workers encourages non-traditional students to apply.
Seeing the work that's being put forth and recognized is helping to drive this influx.
While being on the front lines is difficult work, Johansson is ready to answer the call.
This is where I belong. This is what I want to do. And I think a lot of people feel the same way.
Some are calling the increase the Fauci effect in reference to infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci. In Cook County tonight, a mother is behind bars accused of abandoning her 6-year-old child on the side of the road. It happened last night near Grand Portage. According to the Cook County Sheriff's Office, 2 Samaritans stopped when they saw a 6-year-old girl alone on the side of Highway 61. Deputies said she wasn't wearing proper winter clothes, socks, or shoes. Officers took emergency custody of the girl and later arrested the mother, who was awaiting charges. The 2 men who stopped and rescued her said the child was shivering and she looked worried. They were heartbroken for her but maintained their composure for the girl's sake. The 2 men called the girl amazingly brave. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, how one teacher hopes to give her classroom a lesson in gratitude.
Record high temp today, 53 degrees from 1913, 27 below the low from 1977. That was a pretty big cold snap then. We've got a cold snap coming our way for Monday. Will it be that cold? Will it last that long? I'll tell you about it with the 7-day forecast in just a bit.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS 3.
For your holiday gatherings, turn to Super One Foods. Holiday cookies make for some of life's sweetest moments. At Super One, you'll find all the ingredients you need, plus trays of holiday cookies from our bakery experts. Happy holidays from everyone at Super One Foods.
Update the lighting in your home today with help from Menards. Find your style with Patriot Lighting. We carry a great selection of indoor lighting products. Save on this 4-light Denzel chandelier in an oil-rubbed bronze finish. Right now, just $89.99. Sylvania True Wave LED bulbs produce clean and natural light to reduce eye strain. Pick up a 4-pack of 60-watt bulbs for $8.99. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
All the season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
Hey Bulldog fans, it only happens once a year. The annual holiday sale at UMD stores. Save 25% on the entire stock of UMD wear and gifts for Bulldog fans of all ages. December 9th through the 15th. Gift cards are always the right size. And for a limited time, receive a holiday bonus card with each $50 UMD stores gift card purchase. Visit us on the UMD campus, open weekdays and weekends. Or shop online anytime at umdstores.com.
DBS, your all things basement-y company. Does your home have uneven or sloping floors? How about cracked drywall, stair-stepping cracks, or bowed basement walls? You may have a problem with your foundation. Call the specialists at DBS. They thoroughly inspect your property and provide a permanent solution to your foundation problem. We offer a fully transferable warranty, unmatched in our area. Contact DBS, your all things basement-y company, for a free, no-obligation estimate. Call or visit us online. DBS, helping your family have a healthy, safe, and comfortable home.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. Visit superonefoods.com and click on careers to view the opportunities available right in your neighborhood. Come join our team.
Live, local, CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, the way our dry spell's been going, we have a picture like this to take a look at over much of the area. Not too much snow on the ground, but the ice is fairly decent. So you can get out there and do a little bit of ice fishing if you're careful, because the ice is fair despite the poor snow. Always wear a life jacket out there, even on the ice, and have those ice picks ready to self-rescue, as we call it in the Coast Guard family. Well, this weekend, there's a very slight chance we could get a little bit of a dusting of snow on the ice around the region. 3 different chances, none of them huge, but maybe through persistence, something will pay off by Monday when it starts to get pretty chilly here to aid and egg on the formation of more of this ice. All right, we talk more about that, of course, coming up after a look at the current conditions. At the airport in Duluth, 29 degrees, 78% for the relative humidity with an northeasterly wind, 12 miles per hour. and a high barometric pressure of 30.22 inches. So that's kind of stifling our snow chance, but not completely eliminating it. And even if we do get a snow chance, not much is going to add up. But anyway, first we have the current temperatures, upper 20s for the upper peninsula, lower 30s in northwestern Wisconsin right now. And most temperatures in northern Minnesota are in the 20s, though you get down towards Cloquet and Moose Lake, we've got the lower 30s happening there, and up to Gunflint towards the border with the Boundary Waters, it's down to the upper teens. And I do think we could fall into the teens inland Minnesota tonight. Low temps tomorrow morning, though, for the rest of us should be in the lower 20s. Doppler map right now. Okay, there's a chance for some snow shower activity along the North Shore. Well, the Doppler's not showing that right now, but you've got a 20 to 30% chance it could happen before we get towards tomorrow morning. Then that action will shift over to the South Shore, and folks there have a 30% chance for perhaps a dusting of snow. That maybe around Ashland could add up to about 1/2 of an inch thanks to a little lake aggravation. That's about it for tonight and Saturday. This is the big low pressure system that's staying well to our south, and from the Four Corners through southern Wisconsin and towards the east, moderate snow is possible there. If we're snow fans here, we're banking our hopes on this Alberta Clipper that's coming around Sunday night, which might bring an inch of snow to some towns. And then that'll be about it, because once we get into Monday, Arctic high pressure takes over, cools us down, and clears us up. So, forecast tonight in Minnesota, low temperatures. They could become as cool as 13 by International Falls and be as warm as 27 on Park Point. North Shore folks get that flurry chance. The rest of us should have a mostly cloudy sky. In Wisconsin and Michigan, that's mostly cloudy there as well. Low temps lower to mid-20s. Tomorrow's high temps near 30 for Wisconsin and Michigan, with that 30% chance for the South Shore flurries. Minnesota high temps 24, inland 30 by the lake, mostly cloudy sky. And then there's that snow chance on Sunday night into early Monday morning. And then the cool down comes Monday and Tuesday. We're not going to go below 0, at least here in the Twin Ports. 5 above for the low temps Monday and Tuesday mornings. And afternoon high temps about 15 to 20. And after this warm spell of the past few days, those days will be cooler than normal.
Yeah, they certainly will. It sure will be nice to get some, hopefully it comes, some snow to freshen everything up and cover all the dead leaves and the brown grass and, you know, that stuff that just starts to look so ugly.
And make the seasons bright. We're on the second day of Hanukkah, and Christmas, of course, is coming. New Year's after that. We're used to it being on the white side around here.
That would sure be nice. Thanks, Dave. Some Duluth elementary school kids are getting a special lesson in giving. Their teacher, Charlene Lemons from Congdon Park Elementary, typically spends a certain amount of money on gifts for her students every holiday season. But that's not possible this year while distance learning. So instead, she's donating that money to a local organization and letting her students choose which one.
Just so proud of the students with their willingness to give to others as opposed to receiving or getting for themselves. And I'm encouraging them to do the same for me.
Better to give than get.
Isn't that the truth? The students voted to send the money to Animal Allies. In its first years of its drive-through experience, the Bentleyville Tour of Lights has seen quite the crowd come through each night. But founder Nathan Bentley says despite the lines that wrap around Railroad Street to Garfield Avenue in Duluth, food and toy donations for the Salvation Army are down. Donations can be dropped off near the entrance to the gigantic light display. Bentley is asking people to consider bringing food or toys for kids in need when they make their way down to Bentleyville.
We'd like to encourage everyone to stop by their favorite store and pick up some toys for the young people, but also don't forget about the teenagers. Pick up a gift card at Best Buy or Target or Walmart or a local store. Would love it if you stop by and patronize them, and don't remembering the teenagers.
Bentleyville is open from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays until the 27th. The holiday season is time for giving back, and Affinity Plus credit unions are asking you to help your local food banks. The Coins for a Cause fundraiser is asking Affinity members and the community to drop off spare change. The money will go to help the Second Harvest food banks across the state. Money collected in Duluth will go to the Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank. Food bank officials say the extra revenue will help as they're serving 15,000 more people this season compared to last time this year.
More children and double the amount of seniors that we normally see. So these funds will really help us meet that increased need.
For more information on how to donate, you can find a link on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Trump's legal battle to overturn the 2020 election took a hard hit from the Supreme Court today. Details coming up.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Being overweight may lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and can make COVID-19 even more risky. At Healthy Systems USA, get your free weight loss consultation from the comfort of your own home. Call or go to healthysystemsusa.com.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit visionprooptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe,
it's great to know Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS 3.
I don't think any other year is ever going to be like 2020. I never thought that I would go through something like this ever in my life. This pandemic's not an isolated thing to our country or to our state or to our city. This is something that's affecting the world. And that just shows really how interconnected we all are. And I think that's why news is so important, because news is kind of like that lifeline to kind of bring that information out and bring us all together.
Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Being overweight may lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and can make COVID-19 even more risky. At Healthy Systems USA, get your free weight loss consultation from the comfort of your own home. Call or go to healthysystemsusa.com.
Brand name winter footwear available at Northwest Outlet, your winter headquarters, Superior.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend.
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS 3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS 3.
Tonight, the U.S. Supreme Court dealt another blow to President Trump's legal efforts to challenge the election results by rejecting a case brought by the Texas State Attorney General. The lawsuit had the support of more than 100 Republican members of Congress, but the High Court denied a Texas case Friday in a 7-2 vote, which sought to block electoral votes in 4 key battleground states that Joe Biden won. That includes Michigan and Wisconsin. Justices Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas both dissented with the Supreme Court's decision to reject the Texas case on the grounds of lack of standing. In a statement, the Michigan State Attorney General praised the decision, saying, quote, "Now is the time to move forward." Still ahead in sports, high school sports are on hold in Minnesota, but trek on in Wisconsin. Kelly's in next.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Hurry into Fleet Farm to get the best deals of the week. Save big on things like all men's Field & Forest shirts. 30% off our low fleet price. Whole cashews or deluxe mixed nuts. 1-pound bags, only $5.99. And select Cooper tires. Buy 3, get the 4th free. Plus, enter our snow removal sweepstakes for a chance to win a 24-inch Husqvarna snow thrower. See store or visit fleetfarm.com for details. Fleet Farm. We've got you covered.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Medicare isn't everyone's favorite thing to shop for, but with UCare, it might be worth a browse because right now, UCare is offering a $0 premium plan statewide. And unlike original Medicare, you also get prescription drugs, doctor visits, dental, hearing, and glasses. Fire off any questions to a decomplicator today. Hey, it's what we're here for. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Oh, packing mail, oh, packing mail. You pack my gifts so nicely. Oh, packing mail, oh, packing mail. I promise I'll ship early. And even if I shop too late, you'll get them there at the best rate. Oh, packing mail, with 2 locations near me. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from Packing Mail.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our 85% lean ground round for only $3.49 a pound and get Black Angus boneless eye of round roast for just $3.49 a pound. Plus, we provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get cantaloupe or honeydew melon for just 66 cents a pound and get Dole celery for just 99 cents. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
For months, we've all done our best to stay safe. But to remain safe in the long run, it's up to us all to take actions that don't just slow the spread of COVID, but collectively overcome it. Like getting a test if you have any symptoms, answering if your health department calls, and wearing a mask in public spaces. We all want to regain what we love in life. To get there, we all need to go forward and do our part.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS 3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial. Now, CBS 3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Depending on which side of the state border you're on, high school sports have looked very different this year. In Minnesota, everything is completely shut down right now. But in Wisconsin, they are a go, depending on the protocols of individual communities. And at Northwestern tonight, their girls basketball team opened up against Ladysmith. Everybody in the building was wearing a mask, including players, while they're playing. How about some coast-to-coast stuff? Herb Brooks doesn't like it, but the Tigers do. Tyron Plash goes up and in for the bucket. That fast break was going to work tonight. Bryn Erickson to Gabby Risley to Allison Loma. Unselfish basketball. It's like Ricky Rubio's on the court or something. 'Tis the season of giving. Tony's shaking his head. The Tigers went up big early in this one and never let up. Off the inbound, Loma finds a soft spot in the defense. Northwestern wins it 61-45, the final. Ricky Rubio is going to lead that team to a championship, and you're just going to have to bask in it, Tony. Okay. Remember back in March when COVID-19 crushed the hopes of any shot at a three-peat for the UMD men's hockey team? Then remember in October when the season was supposed to start again and the puck was supposed to drop and this virus reared its ugly head again? I do too, vividly, but it's Friday, December 12th. UMD is undefeated in the NCHC bubble. Life may not feel like normal per se, but I sure as heck am happy to be playing hockey at all because the Dogs are playing some really, really good hockey. Starting with the fact that they are undefeated, 4-0, did become 4-0-1 after the Dogs did take an extra point from North Dakota in last night's shootout. Last night's game wasn't perfect, but it was a win they'll take. Sophomore goaltender Ryan Fanti stopped 26 shots for UMD, improving to 3-0-1 in his career. Now UMD is undefeated at the top of the league standings heading into this weekend.
As a goalie, anyways, personally, I like shootouts a lot better than overtime. But, you know, it wasn't too much pressure. You know, you just got to think of those situations. It's just another one in practice. You know, you do a million shootouts in practice throughout the year, but yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. Just you and another guy, and you gotta come out on top. So it's a good little challenge each and every shot.
It's huge for us. I think we kind of came in with this expectation.
compete in every single game, make the most of every opportunity, and that's kind of what we've done so far.
And there was only one game on the NCHC docket tonight. Western Michigan earns their second win of the season with a convincing victory over Colorado College. UMD faces Colorado College for the first time in the bubble on Sunday. And reminding you once again, almost all of UMD's games from the pod you can catch on My9 Sports. Believe it or not, they've only got 4 games to go. Time flies when you're having fun in a hockey bubble. And then they return home, though. Home sweet Amsoil. The regular season is slated to begin following the pod in teams' respective home arenas on January 1st. Again, the full list of games being broadcast on My9, as well as the entire hockey schedule, is subject to change. And there's still no certain future for high school hockey in the Northland. We'll know more once Governor Walz gives more clarity on when the current shutdown will end. But in the meantime, the Duluth Denfeld hockey team has a message for the community.
Wear a mask.
They want to get back on the ice together, so desperately saying they've been together playing hockey since Pee-wees, and this is the season many of them have been working hard for. The Hunters are asking you to be responsible with family gatherings this holiday season and to keep your social circles small to prevent the spread of COVID-19 to help them back on the ice this winter. And that is going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Being overweight may lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and can make COVID-19 even more risky. At Healthy Systems USA, get your free weight loss consultation from the comfort of your own home. Call or go to healthysystemsusa.com.
It's the season for streaming and the perfect time to power up all your devices with Extreme Internet. Call today and save with prices as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Go dashing through your shows with amazing speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, powerful in-home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. Enjoy the gift of high-speed entertainment for as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844-EXTREME2. Hurry, offer ends December 21st.
Somewhere along the way, the story got turned around. Maybe because you didn't want the responsibility. But we need to be really clear about this. We are not the front line. You are. We are your last chance.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe,
it's great to know Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
The historic gateway to Duluth, the St. Louis County Depot, is now the heart and soul of arts, culture, and history in our region. And now more than ever, we need the joy found through the arts, the graceful beauty of dance, drama, and excitement, the works of artists and artisans, our long and proud history preserved, and music to inspire. The Depot United campaign raises funds for all the organizations at the Depot. We need your support now more than ever. Donate through the mail or go online. Arts, culture, and history need you.
Being overweight may lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and can make COVID-19 even more risky. At Healthy Systems USA, get your free weight loss consultation from the comfort of your own home. Call or go to healthysystemsusa.com.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual gift givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Well, many of us learn something new every day, and you are never too old to strive academically. This 104-year-old engineer in Columbia has submitted his doctoral thesis to the University of Manchester in England for PhD consideration. Lucio Chiquito says that he may have found a solution to a problem with river flow, something he studied for more than 30 years. During the pandemic, may he never lose that curiosity. I would like to just earn a doctorate, Dave, let alone earn one at 104. That's pretty incredible. Hats
Yeah.
off to him.
Indeed.
What time might we start seeing some of that snow?
Boy, it's looking iffy now for the North Shore, but
Okay.
there's a chance for spotty snow showers there tonight.
Right.
We'll take a look at the weekend timeline here, and after a slight chance for some North Shore showers of snow tonight, they shift over to the South Shore tomorrow, probably around 7 o'clock, and then maybe should be going till about the noon hour, 30% chance for perhaps a ½ inch there. Then comes Sunday, late night into early Monday morning, we do have a chance for up to an inch of snow around the region before cooler temperatures take over for Monday and Tuesday.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend.